been a while, I know, and that is because this is going to be pregnancy vlog week 22, 23 and 24. And that's not because I've been naughty, it's because there hasn't been much to update you on, but the weeks at the moment feel like I'm feeling very similar symptoms wise. So I kind of wanted to have a couple weeks so I could give you a real update of any changes and what's been going on in my life, because it's been a little bit hectic. So filming this now, I'm currently 24 weeks and 5 days. Guys, I'm 6 months pregnant. Like, I'm sorry, but is this pregnancy just flying? Because I feel like it's flying. I just can't believe how far along I am. I recently had my 30th birthday, so that was last week. So I've got lots to update you on. And I'm feeling amazing, I must admit. I'm really, really enjoying pregnancy now. And I know obviously if you've been following my journey, I've kept it really real. There's been times I've found it hard. There's been times that I've not enjoyed certain symptoms and stuff. But in general, I think it's safe to say that you can all tell that I do love being pregnant. I really embrace it. But this moment right here is the golden phase where I just feel amazing. I'm working so much more. Like, I've opened up my books to take on makeup clients again, because I'm really feeling like, yeah, I can do like weekends and weddings, and yeah, I really feel good. So it's been really positive, because not only am I enjoying working more, but I'm feeling very much able to do so. And I think with the makeup side of things, it's been amazing, because now the world has opened up and people are going to occasions and weddings are back on. It kind of feels like it's been perfect timing with me actually feeling more energetic and able to do so. So let's wheel it back. So as I said, I'm 6 months now, but let's wheel it back to week 22, because you haven't had an update pretty much since like week 21 from me. So week 22, I really had that moment where I was like, whoa, time is flying. Like, I'm just like, basically, I'm away next week in Dubai for impromptu, no, it's not impromptu, but it was quite last minute girls trip, and it's for my best friend's 30th, and I feel so happy that I am going, but I was really umming and ahhing whether to go. And I'm like, okay, get back from that, and then we've literally got June, we've got like a half term. Like, that's how parents look at things, like we've got a half term to get through. I've got like lots of work bits planned in, occasions coming up, and then literally we're in July. I've booked a little family getaway, like our last little, as a family of 3, little getaway, and we're driving because I don't think I can fly then, but I don't know how I would feel about flying either, like, because I would literally be about 7.5 months in. And then it's literally summer, and then I'm having a whole baby. Like, when I look at it like that, I'm like, whoa, like, this has really flown. So yeah, I think I was having a lot of that kind of moment at week 22. Definitely feeling hungrier now. Really almost coming up to my 3rd trimester, feeling hungrier, just feeling like I want to work out less, although I've still really maintained being active, which I'm so proud of, because it's totally different to my first pregnancy. And also, if you're sitting there not being active, don't feel bad at all. I was not active in my first pregnancy how I have been. Like, the activity has changed. It's still, I mean, I did a lot of walking throughout the entire pregnancy, but still now it's predominantly walking, slower workouts, easier workouts, less time on workouts, more stretching, more just moving my body and making myself feel good. So I noticed that, like, I've definitely slowed things down, and then the eating's like ramping up, and I'm totally fine with that. And I think that there's a reason that my body's saying that to me. And the baby's really, like, going by my app, this is the stage where the baby really, really grows. So it makes so much sense why my body wants to like conserve energy and really fuel this baby. So yeah, I don't know if you could just tell, I just feel so good right now. So I put 23 weeks. So obviously at week 23, that was my birthday week, and it wasn't the wild 30th that you would hope for, but I always prioritized having a baby over like holding out for my 30th just to be wild. Like, that was not even a thing to me. I can be wild at any age, at any stage. But we planned, so Ken actually booked a spa staycation, so we went away. It was near the beach. We were away for about 2 or 3 days, loads of treatments, beautiful setup. It wasn't that long of a drive. It was probably about an hour 15, hour 20 minutes from where we are. And I struggled. Like, I just think I've mentioned this so many times, I'm not the best traveller, but in this pregnancy, travelling's not the one for me. So I'm a little bit nervous for my flight because I'm going to be alone on my flight going out to Dubai. But I'm sure I'll get by. I just need to have a sick bag nearby. Sometimes the thing is like when I travel and I don't feel good, the feeling really lingers. Like it doesn't really feel like it gets better that day. It's almost like I need a day to recover after traveling. So that's not fun, but we just kind of get on with it. So I feel like on that week of my birthday, I had such a great time, but all the traveling, like going on trains, driving, whatever, I was just like, no fun for this pregnant mama. It's a combination of my travel sickness plus pregnancy. It's just not the best combo. But I will actually try and insert some clips of my spa little staycation. I didn't film a lot inside because obviously people are in like swimsuits and I just wanted to like give people their privacy, but I did try to vlog it and I just was so poor with vlogging it. Like I've really got out of practice of vlogging holidays and trips, and I kept missing out huge chunks, and then I was like, no, it's fine, I'll just fill them in, and then I just was like, oh, I give up. So maybe I'll pop some in this video and show you that we stayed at the Lifehouse Spa. It was beautiful. We were right by the beach as well. So the first day we went, it was a little bit cloudy, but then the last day, you'll see like a huge difference because the weather was beautiful. We got to, you know, have food by the beach, and the spa itself, I really, really loved. They had these beautiful gardens. We went for like long walks. I had like so much swimming time, and we even did a gym workout. I actually did a run on the running machine, so it wasn't as hard as doing it on the road, and I was very stop-start with it. Like I would run and walk and run and walk, more of a jog, I should say jog, sorry guys. But I felt so good for it. I was eating so much, you know. I don't know if I'm the only person, but if there's a breakfast buffet, even though I would never eat that much for breakfast normally, I need to go up several times because it's like, it's a breakfast buffet. So, yeah, consumed a lot of food week 23 for my birthday. I knew I would. And then what was amazing, so we got back, I had a little catch up with Elvis because, you know, I felt like I'd been away from him for 3 days, and I think it was like the Saturday morning, like he woke up and like I let him crawl into bed with me, and we just put a movie on and we just snuggled and had like a lazy half a day, just like lazy in bed snuggling, and I was just like, this is just what I needed. Like, you know, sometimes I think we stress that like quality time with our kids needs to be like doing the most fun thing, and it was just so nice to just have a snuggle in bed. Then that evening, I don't know if this is a pregnancy vlog or a birthday vlog, but I'm just letting you know how busy I've been. That evening, I met up with the girls for pizza and we all went to see Tina Turner, the musical. Can I just say, insane. Loved it. Yes, Mum? All right, I'm just filming my pregnancy vlog. Okay, cool. So yeah, went to see Tina Turner with the musical with the girls. Insane. The actress is phenomenal. She sounded so much like Tina. I was like, how is this even possible? And I loved it. Highly recommend going to see that. We had fantastic seats. I'm going to try and insert pictures, videos, whatever I have throughout this, so you can get like a little vibe of what I've been up to. Completely spoiled. And then a little bit more pregnancy related. On the Sunday, which was my actual birthday, I had a meal booked with loads of my close friends. And the dress code requirement was that you need to be pregnant to attend, because if Sean's going to be 30 and pregnant, everyone's going to be 30 and pregnant. So obviously I said, you know, real pregnancies are welcome, but if you can't, you know, you're going to have to figure something out. So I'll insert a clip because it was just hilarious. Like everyone showed up with bumps. We're just in the middle of the restaurant and like everyone's got like a bump on. We got a fantastic group pic. Oh, it just made it so much more fun for me. And I was really happy with the restaurant. We went to Magic Mushroom, which is in Essex. And it's so funny because me and Ken have like grown up as Londoners. Like we're just so used to London. We always go out in London. Like London's just what we know. But like I keep having to remind myself, like I live in Essex now. I've got to check out some of these Essex venues. And we were really happy with Magic Mushroom. We all had like roast dinners and it was just lovely, really, really good time. And they had the most beautiful mocktails, so I felt like I wasn't missing out. And it was honestly one of the nicest birthdays. I got really spoilt gifts wise, and I just think I'm so glad that I was feeling so good for my 30th. And I really like made the effort. Like loads of people when I posted up pictures on Instagram were like, oh my god, she's glowing, like pregnancy suits you so much. I was like, hun, I spent an hour doing my makeup that day. That is like unheard of in the mum world. And I really made the effort because I was like, I want to feel fabulous and I want to look back at these pictures and be like, hun, you were 30 pregnant but rocking it. So that's how I felt. And if you are feeling like shit in your pregnancy, just remember, like, you can fake it. You can totally fake it. And it's nice for the memories. And also if you're not feeling it, that's fine, because one day you're going to get back to being you, or a version of you. And you can get a little bit glam. It's not, this is just a phase. This is not forever. So that was the update on like pregnancy / B-day antics. I had a fab time. Highly recommend if you're pregnant and you've got a birthday coming up, like do a theatre trip, do like a group meal, make them wear the bump, go out for pizza, go for a spa staycation with the girls or partner, whoever. Just do it. You don't have to be like, oh, I'm pregnant, I can't really celebrate. There's so many ways to celebrate and you can just make it a vibe. So week 24, 6 months. I had my GTT test this week. I don't think it's mandatory, but I think they do get most people to do it. It's basically to check if you have gestational diabetes. I don't think I have it and I don't think I will get it, but I got the test with Elvis's pregnancy just because I have a strong family history of diabetes. So I just thought, why not get it again this time? Now, after like looking more into my hypnobirthing and you know, stuff like that, sometimes some of the information the course has provided me and some of the books I've been reading is that sometimes we also need to think, if we feel healthy, happy, and there's no reason to have certain tests, we also need to remember we have the choice to say no. And the reason why I say this is because some people think better to be safe than sorry, better to check. And you know, for the most part I am in that bandwagon. Like I do think better to check, but I also sometimes think and people that have had previous pregnancies may agree with me, that sometimes people, doctors are almost in them later stages looking for a problem that otherwise, if it's something that would not be a massive impact on your pregnancy or your baby, but might have a massive impact on like whether you're going to be put in a different risk level or how your labor will progress or whether they will induce you. Sometimes maybe weigh up that option about getting tested, because something like gestational diabetes, I know for a fact that most time if you are diagnosed with it, they will first encourage healthy eating and exercise. So it's not something that you're like super worried about with the baby. Yet I know that if you was diagnosed with it, you'd be classed as high risk. You may not be able to have a home birth. They may want to induce you at 38 weeks, and it has all these other interventions that come with it. So I'm not recommending that you opt out of tests. I'm just advocating that now I've learned, I made a choice to have the test, but I had a choice. And I felt very much like I could have turned around and said, no, actually, I feel absolutely, I'm so much more active this pregnancy. I'm super healthy. I have no symptoms. I would rather not have the test. And that would have been absolutely my choice. So I just wanted to share that with you guys as well. So I mentioned the hypnobirthing course. I've been talking about this. I've fully finished it now. Love it. Can't recommend it enough. Positive Birth Company, hypnobirthing course. I made my birth plan, guys. I know it's early, but I just wanted to do it while everything was fresh in my head, because I finished the course. I've still got access to the course, but I've also got her book, which is very similar to the course. So what I might do is nearer the time, just reference the book. And I wanted to write my plan while everything was fresh in my head, and then I can go back through it before I have to discuss it with my midwife and actually decide if I want to make any changes or whatnot. My birth plan is 4 pages long. I don't know if that's too much, but one thing I would definitely say with my pregnancy with Elvis is that I wanted to do that birth plan. I read the Positive Birth book, another book I highly recommend. I've recently reread it and taken so many like different pointers from it, so it's really relevant and I highly recommend it. And I read that book and she says about doing a really detailed birth plan, and I think you can even access a template that she makes. And if I'm honest with you, I didn't do it with Elvis's pregnancy because I felt like, firstly, I'm just going to discuss it with the midwife and write in. The section they give you is like this big. So I don't know if that, I mean, my birth plan currently, the 4-page one, it covers any events, emergency, C-section, anything. If I have to be in these scenarios, what would my preference be in these scenarios so that I don't have to discuss it at the time? I can already say it's on paper. Ken is also there, like, to reference it. He can really advocate for me, and I just think it's a really smart thing to do. With Elvis's pregnancy, I wanted to do this, but if I'm honest, I felt like a bit of a dick. I felt like, doesn't that make me such a dick if I'm like, this is my 4-page analysis of how I would like my birth plan to be and you need to follow it? I thought it would like just make me come across as so like overly prepared and like not flexible, but actually now I have such a different opinion on it. I'm like, you know what? Any midwife that takes offense to that is not understanding that I'm trying to give them as much information with them meeting me within 30 seconds, because I'm not guaranteed to get a midwife that I know or have met. You're just not. And I just think the more information, the better. And any midwife who wants to actually really connect and do a good job with you should appreciate that. And nothing is set in stone in this birth plan. It's just all about preferences. It's all about in the event of, and it just gives someone a real quick vibe of instantly reading it that she would like a home birth, natural as possible, no drugs if possible, and as little intervention as possible. And I just think that just sums up what I would like to happen. So don't feel like a dick doing your birth plan that's 4 pages long. There's templates out there, there's things that can help you, and really do note down everything in the event of anything, because you would never want to regret, or in the moment you might be like, I don't know what I want because I'm in so much pain, or I'm dealing with birthing a baby and I'm like stressed and I'm anxious. It's better to just do it beforehand, have it printed off, be that person. They certainly are definitely going to take you a little bit more seriously. So I have a totally different opinion on it now. I wish I had done it the first time around, but listen, you live and you learn. So this is my memo to you to do it. And I feel like this is going to be a really long video if I don't cut this here. But I'm feeling amazing, mamas, and I hope you are too. I'm just really excited. I feel like I'm getting over the hill now, where I'm like, okay, I'm coming up to my 3rd trimester and like, whoa, feeling great, but also, yeah, like I'm not at that stage where I'm super heavy and like, oh, get this baby out. I'm literally at that point where I'm feeling great, but I'm also really excited because it's not too much longer now. So yeah, I'm going to give you an update. I'm not going to guarantee when. I'll do like every 2 weeks, or maybe 3 weeks if there's like nothing massively to update you on. But I think 2 weeks is a good gauge. So, and I'm definitely going to vlog Dubai, guys. So stay tuned if you want to see a 30th girls trip antics with a pregnant mama. I don't know what's gonna go down, but it's gonna be bougie. Okay, love you guys so much, sending all the love. And if you're not having a positive moment in your pregnancy today watching this, I really hope tomorrow is a better day. Lots of love. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Mwah.